Hey there, horror fans, welcome back. Now, as I assume most of you, watch horror movies all year round, and even more so in October. I was trying to watch 31 movies this year, one for each day of the month, but I am running behind, especially since there's only a few days left in October. But I do have this stack of movies, and I'm really hoping to get to. There are movies that I will watch almost every year. I always try to catch Trick or Treat. I always throw on AMC's Halloween Marathon until they start showing Kills and Ends. And there's a good chance I'll get drunk and watch Hubie Halloween again. But these are movies I've been wanting to watch for a few years. I never have time to get to them. They all take place around Halloween or pertain to Halloween. And I'll let you know where they are streaming in case you want to watch along with me. First up, we have Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Now, I did see this in the theater 3 years ago. I wasn't super in love with it at the time. I did love the opening segment, which takes place on Halloween night, and it does a great job of setting the scene, showing Halloween in a small town. I wish more of the movie took place during that. I also wasn't thrilled at the time that every time a monster or creature was on screen, I thought it was just all complete CGI. But I've learned since, by seeing some behind-the-scenes features, that they did do a lot of practical effects, lots of costumes and makeup, and they used CGI as finishing touches and to add some movement and stuff. But with all that coming to light, I am excited to see it again, see how I feel about it now. It is produced by Del Toro, whose new series just started this week on Netflix, and that is where you can catch this one as well. Next up, I have The Crow. Now, this might be surprising to some people. It's not exactly horror. It's more action and drama, but it is horror adjacent. I always see the t-shirts and pins and stickers on horror sites and at conventions. It has a great like gothic look and feel to it, and it does take place on Halloween Eve, also known as Devil's Night. Probably better known as that a few decades ago. But my friends and I were obsessed with this movie in the mid-90s. We used to drive around all night long listening to the soundtrack over and over again. But I probably haven't seen it for a good 20 years, so I am due for a rewatch. Unfortunately, the only place it's streaming is Showtime. So even if you have Hulu or something like that, you still have to have a Showtime subscription. So check it out. Next up, I have a small indie film called The Barn. Now, I met the guys who made this, great guys, and you can just tell all the effort they put in this movie. It is 100% Halloween, and retro Halloween at that. It takes place during the 80s. Even if you just check out the website they made lots of cool merch for it, like old retro style, like wrestling buddy figures, and they even made an 8-bit video game. Just the whole project, you can see, was a labor of love. And I did see this movie one time. I went to a screening of one of their other movies 4 years ago, and that's where I bought the Blu-ray, got it signed and everything. And I went home that night and watched it, but it was really late at night, and I had too much to drink, so I really don't remember it. But, so I am due for a rewatch, and you can watch along too. It is free on Tubi and Vudu. And The Barn Part 2 just came out this year as well, which I haven't seen yet, but check it out. Next up, we have The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. And this is a Disney short film, which includes 2 even shorter films within it. One being The Wind in the Willows, which I know nothing about. And the other is, of course, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And I'm excited to see that. I have never seen this movie before, actually. I think I've ridden Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. But the entire thing is only 1 hour and 8 minutes long, and each segment's just like half an hour. So I don't know if I'll have time to get to Wind in the Willows, possibly, but I am excited to see Sleepy Hollow and the Headless Horseman. And like I said, it's just a quick half an hour watch, and it is streaming on Disney Plus, of course. And lastly, we have House LLC. Well, I don't actually have it, but it is streaming for free on Tubi and Vudu. I saw this movie 2 years ago, and I really liked it. And then I watched the 2 sequels, and I like those less and less. And I've been wanting to see it again, but I had seen it so recently, and I was busy watching other things. But I've since learned that there is a director's cut, and it adds 38 minutes to the movie. That's right, the original movie is 1 hour and a half. This one is 38 minutes longer. So I'm excited to experience the whole thing again, and then to see the extra footage and see how the 2 versions compare. And the director's cut is also on Vudu and Tubi. And the original is on Shudder if you want to watch it without commercials. All right, so that's it. That's my 5 picks of movies I'm trying to get in October. What are some of your go-to must-watches? And get out of here with Hocus Pocus. Let me know in the comments, or better yet, let me know. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and especially on Twitter. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.